Hey, it's your girl MJ. Thank you for joining me today. And I know I usually talk about self-care and practicing self-care. Well, I've been actually practicing some self-care for myself lately. October was my birthday month. Yay! I love my birthday because any day that I'm on top, that's a day to be celebrated. So I did. I celebrated my birthday, and now that it's November and the election day is fast approaching, I did. I just wanted to encourage you guys to go out and vote. If you're anything like me, you have been bombarded by television commercials with all these negative ads about all these people. One party will say one thing about the other party, and the other party then will come back and say something about that party. I do. I don't want you guys to get caught up in that. What I want and encourage you to do is to think about the issues that are important to you and vote accordingly. I know people are struggling right now. Inflation is off the hook. Uh, Prices of everything have increased, and it's felt everywhere. Inflation is not caused by the president or anything that he may be doing to try to make things better. And inflation is not just going on in the United States. So I want to encourage you guys to not get caught up in the ads, not get caught up in this party and this party bickering back and forth like they're outside on a playground in third and fourth grade, because that's exactly what they're acting like. What I want you to do is to educate yourself and know what each party is actually standing for. That's the piece that seems to be missing. And it is there's so much more than just the topic of abortion and being able to make that choice and have that choice. So see past that. Um, I know that may be important to some people, and I can only speak for myself, and I am pro-choice. Being pro-choice does not mean you're anti-life. I hope you guys catch that. Being pro-choice does not mean anti-life. I believe that each individual needs to be able to make the choice of what's right for them and their circumstances. Because these same people talking about, banning abortions and things like that, no matter what, if I had a 10-year-old daughter that was raped, I would not expect my 10-year-old child, whose body is nowhere near developed enough to be able to carry a child to term, and risk her life trying to give birth to a life that does not exist yet. So see past the rhetoric, see past all the junk that they're putting out there to try to deter people from going out and voting. Go vote. If voting was not important, people would not be trying to stop people from having the right to vote. I'm going to say that again. If voting was not important, people would not be out trying to stop people from voting. We have to wake up, educate ourselves, and know how important it actually is. I hope people take this video. I hope people share this video, because a lot of times when, parties are making these messages, people do. I tune them out. I already know that, because it can be overwhelming, all the nonsense and the noise, because that's all it is noise. It's noise to try to keep people from the truth of what's really going on. So some people have the ability to not listen to the noise, but then you have those that follow the noise and continue to make the noise louder and louder. So I encourage you guys, watch this video, share this video. I hope it helps some people because again, that's what I use my platform to do. I don't care what the topics are about. I'm going to give you the knowledge that I have and that I've acquired and hope and encourage you to go out and get even more and share it. Share what you know. So I did. I was actually watching a program. I forget which one it was last week. And they had Ahmaud Arbery's father on there. And he was saying how he never really voted and didn't think it was important to vote. I encourage people to go vote whether what's going on affects you personally or not. If you know somebody that things could affect, go vote just because of them. We have to look at things other than just what everything is for us and ourselves. Think about the greater good. And that's kind of how I do my voting. I look at which party because, nowadays, again, this is my opinion, there's a lot of sucking that goes on in both of them. But what's the lesser of the two evils, if that helps? What's the lesser of the two evils? Which party is trying to help more people? Which party is not making people feel bad and trying to divide America? Which party is trying to do something for everybody and not just certain few? Which party, shares common interests and goals that you might have personally? Vote according to that. Don't don't look at who's winning a popularity contest, who's the noisiest, who's doing the most drama and all that kind of craziness. See who's trying to do something to help you as an individual, as well as your family, your community, your state, all of that. Because that's what these elections are about. These elections are the people that are in your state offices. And a lot of people, there's some people that don't even know that. You know, I always prided myself on staying knowledgeable about what's going on and not feeding into the rhetoric that my vote doesn't count. My vote counts just like everybody else's. And with these races being as tight as they are, every single vote counts. So don't think you're just going out there and doing it in vain and nothing matters, nothing's going to change anyway. Well, nothing's going to change if we don't do the things to make things change. There's people in these offices that get comfortable. They don't do their jobs and they think they're untouchable. So, us getting out there and voting and letting them know that yes, if I vote you into office, I have some expectations because the people that are in offices are supposed to be there to help us. We put them in offices. But a lot of times once these people get into offices, they lose sight of what they're supposed to do. They start lining their pockets. They start taking money from this person, that person, doing some bad things. So it's up to us to do something different and get some different people in so they don't do those things. And if they are in office and they do things that are against the oath that they take when they go into office, they need to have consequences. And that's something that hasn't been happening. That's why you got these knuckleheads out there just kind of doing whatever because they don't think they will be held accountable like if you or I went out there and did something. So, with that being said, like I say, go out and do your part. I am silencing my phone. So yes, give me 2 seconds. because for some reason it usually doesn't ring, but of course that I'm trying to do something, sure it wants to ring. Why? Because that's what phones do. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Cool beans, no interruptions. So yes, if you and I were to go out and do something, you best believe they try to put us up under the jail, not just in it, up under it. So these officials need to be held to those standards. And until enough people come together and even push for that, that's what we need. You can't just do anything. There are laws and rules, and they apply to everybody. Doesn't matter how much money you have. If you break the law, you need to be held accountable and have consequences. That way, the next time you think about breaking the law, maybe you'll think twice because you remember those consequences from when you did it before. So I do. I encourage you guys, educate yourself. Educate yourselves on the people that's running. See their track record. Don't believe all the TV ads. Go do your research yourself because anything that those people have did, oh, it's out there. We can find out. We can find out. So I encourage you, go out there and find out, learn as much as you can between now and Tuesday and make the best choice for you. Look at the track record. Look at the track record of things that have happened when each party has been in office. There's some extenuating circumstances right now. Um, there's still effects from COVID. COVID was not caused by the president or the vice president or the Republicans or the Democrats. None of that. None of that matters. But COVID is still valid. COVID is still out there, and you still need to protect yourselves from it. The flu season is here. There's all kind of things out there. The Republicans didn't cause it, the Democrats didn't cause it. So I'm debuking all those myths. It's just out there. Those are viruses. Those are diseases that we can catch because they're airborne. So do what you can to protect yourself. If it's wearing a mask, if it's getting the vaccines, whatever, do what you can to protect yourself because it's real. It's not made up. It's not a conspiracy. It's none of that. It's real. It's medicine. So do what you can to protect yourself. Go out and vote. Don't let anybody take that right away from you. If you are an American citizen, that's one right that you have earned, no matter whether you're white, black, brown, yellow, red, green, orange, whatever color you are. If you are a U.S. citizen, go vote. If you're 18 and older, you have that right. Exercise your right. Look at these people and let them know that you care about the job that they're doing in office. You're not just letting them get into office and sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. No, make them work for us. I hope this helps. If you guys have questions, leave me feedback. We can continue this conversation. But for now, this is your girl MJ out for now. You have a good one.